we're looking at two teams that are coming off of some pretty dominating performances. Last week, MakeBallives, I believe, won with an aggregate score of 27-3 or 26-3, sweeping their opposition, obviously. And Tag Reflex coming off a split against the very good team, the Nevermores. We're currently second in their division, so two hot teams right now. Let's see how they are going to do against each other. The game just started, but there seems to be...
Retro missed a boost there. Could have had that bottom power up, but I mean it does look fine. Getting that TagPro early, this could be... Oh wow.
And unfortunately he pops his enemy, which then propels the other enemy into the flag carrier.
Yeah, they definitely could have worked that out a little bit better.
Looks like Retro's going to be a bit risky trying to go top, but nobody's covering it. He makes it through.
Yeah, I mean I want to say that was because they were both trying to stop Legion from grabbing. Nobody was on button.
Bonaparte fakes gate, but can't quite get away from Bongo as Bongo gets the kill and defuses the bomb all at once. Good job, Bongo. Legion and Boom out of the base, but can't quite make it.
Yeah. Stella knows what's up. Button control is huge.
Legion using the same type of contained strategies.
Yep.
And,
I don't know if Legion has a macro or took time to actually type that out, but it is nice to see that he knows when power-ups are happening.
Couldn't quite win that battle though, but it was a rolling bomb, so that's easy to defuse. And it looks like Berg just bombed perfectly, and he's going to get it first.
Yeah. That's why offense is the people that should be going for the power-ups. If you have one defense out of base, one-on-one defense to offense is almost always won by the offense.
And as you were saying that, Bongo with the extremely clutch bomb to get that return, that was almost surely a cap with the TagPro guarding Retro. But yeah. Bongo there to clean up the mess.
Shut me up pretty well.
Oh, Retro is he going to go for the grab? Quick grab, but both are coming top. Legion and Boom's covering the button. If Stella and Bongo can get some good blocks, and that might be a cap for the Tag Reflex.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and
wow, no.
Berg in perfect positioning to block that boost. Returns Retro, and both teams are resetting right now.
Yeah, I want to say that's just poor play by Retro. I mean, maybe there was some communication issues involved, but he just went straight for it.
And it looks like Retro is going to wait for power up, but as I'm saying this, Berg makes his way out of base, boosts out. He's going to try to juke Retro. Will it work? Retro is not buying it. And Bonaparte was trying to go for that quick regrab with the bomb, but missed the bomb, and now he's going to have to beat Legion and Boom and Stella if he wants to get to base. All of Tag Reflex ahead of Bonaparte. It looks like the MakeBallives aren't sending anybody for regrab right now.
Yeah, it's going to be... Oh, no. There you go. Berg's coming out. Oh, button.
Oh, and the button. Button strats by Berg. And now Bonaparte only has Retro and Legion to beat. Wow, we did not see that one coming.
Yeah, I mean, you either didn't... I mean, how few times did you see the gate used in Major Leagues?
I think only the Ghost Boosters really managed to use it effectively. But yeah, that's a risky strat.
Yeah.
So not too much action so far. It seems that both teams are playing it pretty conservatively, not trying to take any big risks. I'd say the MakeBallives have looked better so far, but there's still plenty of time for things to change.
Alright, and which color is the MakeBallives?
Red.
Red team? Okay.
Yep. And so Stella picks up the power-up, Bongo gets the return just as he's popped, and Legion and Boom missed that boost. That could have been dangerous for his team. Stella's going to stay on D despite having a TagPro. It's probably running out pretty soon. Nobody going for mid power-up. Looks like Legion is turning back to get it, but he spikes himself with the bomb.
Yeah, it's gotta go slowly whenever you're going in.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a bit of a lack of practice going mid. I know some teams really practice that a lot because that's a key part of a juke wall, being able to go through that mid effectively. We saw Bongo do it right and get a clutch return earlier. But it might also be early game jitters.
Or just
both the teams are pretty intimidating right now. So.
Well, yeah, I was going to say it's also possible there's just tiny, not so much of a lag spike, but lag jitters. I know I don't get a consistent FPS all the time, so that could always messes things up when it comes to something really close, like going through that one pit, like one block wide.
And Berg gets the rolling bomb, blows Retro out of the way, and it looks like it's going to be a cap for the MakeBallives.
Yeah.
Bonaparte missed the boost, but came back for the cap. That was a very good play by Berg. And I have to say, the capper also managed to make his way out of base for, I don't know how many times they've been able to get out of base for Tag Reflex, but it seems like Tag Reflex is having a hard time defending right now.
Yeah.
Maybe a lack of organization or maybe lack of communication. Maybe they're not adopting the right strategy, but they're going to have to look at that for the rest of the game and probably the second half, because right now it looks like the MakeBallives have them beat on offense.
Right. I mean, it could just be better offensive teammates. I mean, just look at that juke right there.
Yeah, Bonaparte had the perfect block.
Yeah.
He's doing really well with Berg right now on offense. They have great synergy. So Berg has timed that mid power up almost to perfection, but Retro comes in and steals it from under his nose.
Right.
Bella opts not to delay the power up too much. We'll see if that turns into a smart move down the road.
Yeah, looks like Red's just waiting for the bombs to spawn.
There you go. One bomb.
I didn't see, did Sunball 12 get blasted into the gates, or did he just choose to go top?
I think he chose to go top.
Okay, because he went pretty early, like before they'd even grabbed.
In Legion, he's taken out his anger in the in the game chat, but he had that boost, and if he'd boosted not into the spikes but gotten that bang boost, he was ahead of all his blockers. Could have been a that. But he does get another grab, and he's going to go top. Will he have time? It looks like El Sacco is there for the return, or Bel Sacco. I'm pretty sure that's El Sacco.
I thought El Sacco was drafted Major Leagues.
You might be right, actually. I'm sorry, El Sacco. Nope. Actually, El Sacco is the second pick of the MakeBallives.
Oh, that's odd. I thought I remember him doing really well last season in NLTP.
I know he played on the Balnados, I think is the name of their U.S. contenders team that defeated Original Sign when they were champions. So he is a good player. He has lots of skill. He can hold down D very well, and I think they actually beat Original Sign on Geo Koala. And here he is holding down D really well again. Sunball 12 and Bel Sacco just not giving Tag Reflex any room to move. Yeah, all the power-ups seem to be rolling bombs this time around. Not too useful as Bongo manages to get that double tag return. And the game's pretty much calmed down right now. It looks like what's her name? The MakeBallives. Looks like they're playing a 3D strat, which is kind of confusing.
Well, I mean, I would say it's turtle strats, right? If your team's winning, you might as well play strong
but
defense.
They're just winning 2-0, and that's not a huge lead considering there's 12 minutes left to play. I would still be going for the next cap.
I mean, I gotta wonder a little bit about Sunball 12, because I do remember him just believing defense before, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that.
And it looks like Bongo has a button guarded. Will this be a second quick cap? Just as we talked about comebacks, Tag Reflex gets 2 quick caps to tie the game at 2, and looks like they might be in for a third. That was a great play by Legion of Boom on the first cap, and second cap, I believe it was Bongo blocking the button. It was just a clutch block.
Yeah.
And Legion of Boom getting unlucky there, trying to turn back for that rolling bomb and didn't have time. Bonaparte in for the return. And we're back with a pretty exciting game on our hands. Retro deciding to go top. Does Bongo have the block again? Doesn't look like it. He's playing 3v1.
Oh, wow.
Retro going to try to juke. No, makes his way out of base.
Oh, wow.
But Legion of Boom with the TagPro there just couldn't help him out.
Yeah.
Looks like somebody might be suffering from lag. Sunball 12 just running into that spike.
Oh, that was their chance for a comeback. I think it was Retro. Retro missed the boost down and spiked himself when they had TagPro in the other team's base.
And with 45 seconds left, the score remains 2-2 with both teams tied. And I have to say, it seems like both teams have been pretty even so far. Maybe MakeBallives carrying the play a bit more than the Tag Reflex, but Tag Reflex really has come back in the last 2 minutes, taking the game to the MakeBallives. And Legion of Boom is ahead of 2 If he can make his way past Berg, that might be a cap. But El Sacco just right there, lining up the boost snipe. Retro going top. Bonaparte reads it, but he might be blocked into a spike. They have TagPro though, so that shouldn't be a problem. And actually, they do have TagPro, and their guy's ahead of 3, so...
Oh, yeah, they had the choke point, though.
Yeah, Legion of Boom did well to get that return.
2.
And a little courtesy return for Bonaparte as they end the game. Bonaparte top of the scoreboard with 1 cap and 4 returns at 1 minute 37 hold time, which is leading all players in this game. Although hold time seems to be pretty evenly spread between 2 teams, indicating a pretty even playing field.
Yeah.
Which team do you think will be trying to improve on their performance for the next half?
I mean, I'd say both, probably. Blue team seemed to have a little bit of a struggle to win power-up control. Red team obviously was doing well for most of the match, but I guess maybe they got complacent or just sort of got caught out of position, but they let up 2 pretty quick and easy caps.
Yeah, it looked like there was a bit of a lack of communication there with Burke staying back on D right before the 2 caps happened, so they might be trying to establish, a better positional awareness for the next half, seeing who plays where and sticking to those positions, because as we were mentioning, turtle strats might not be the most efficient way to go about playing a game when you're only up 2-0.
Right, and especially not for several minutes at a time. If you're under 1, maybe turtle strats, but for like more than 2 minutes, that's just too much time for the other team to make a comeback.
So any substitutions for the second half? It looks like both rosters are going to stay the same, with Retro and Legion going to stay on O for Tag Reflex, and Bongo and Stella did well on D.
Yeah.
And looks like Mr. Baggins, was he Sunball 12?
Maybe.
I think he was. I think Mr. Baggins was Sunball 12, and he and
that's probably why he needs a minute right now.
He and El Sacco are going to stay in for the second half on defense, with Berg and Bonaparte anchoring offense for the MakeBallives.
All right.
It looks like the guy in charge of the group might be away from his screen for the time being, so it might be a slight delay for the beginning of the second half.
Yeah.
Although we're being told he's there, and just maybe he's thinking of making his substitution.
Yeah, he might be talking to his team about, I guess, whatever strategy he came up with or what he feels they can improve upon. I know that's what I do with my team after pretty much every half.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I do apologize. I'm watching my sister's dog right now, and she just came home, so obviously he's pretty excited.
He's almost as excited as you guys should be for the second half of this game.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, I want to hear you all bark in that Twitch chat. Bark for us.
Does NLTP use cat stats too?
I wouldn't be surprised if they did. It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, because if they were using the extension, then Mr. Baggins should still have his stats saved, and then they'll just have to rename him. And you can do that manually somewhat easily. But I don't know if that's a rule for NLTP.
Yeah. Well, as we're saying this, the second half's about to start. The 20-second countdown going on. And TagPro spawned mid. TagPro also spawned in Tag Reflex's base for red team. So that should be big for them. I'm not sure if they're going to have Stella take it or if they're going to try to bring it on offense. If I were them, I'd get one of my offensive players to take it and try to wreak havoc.
Yeah. I mean, it's always one of those two is... Oh, wow.
Legion beats the MakeBallives player to that mid tag pro, and it looks like the tag reflex are going to delay that tag pro, although Bongo opts to take it way before anybody's near base. So.
Yeah, I was just about to comment. That's really not a smart move. Oh wow. Legion had probably about a second window where he could have gotten away with it, but he hesitated instead of he tried to get the kill instead of the grab.
And see Bongo right there tried to tag Bonafart with that tag pro that just ran out. Had he waited it a little bit, that probably would have been a second tag and could have I just hold that thought. Bongo and Stella completely dropped the ball on that contain and managed to let Berg get the bomb, but unluckily for Berg, he bombed Bongo right into the button for the gate as soon. The timing was perfect. He gets into the gate as soon as Bongo hits that button, and he gets the lucky return.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that is a defensive move that I've somewhat practiced. I don't know if Bongo was planning on it, but I don't, one of those things that it might have been on purpose. Could have just been luck, but even if it was, I'll just say it's on purpose.
And wow. With beautiful jukes, gets past Stella and Bongo out of base, out of that tricky base to juke out of in Nqoba.
Yeah,
and Baggins with the tag pro returns everybody. Stella almost gets that return, but Bonafart's in for the first cap of the game again.
Oh. Berg tries to get the diagonal boost top, but just manages to kill himself instead.
That's one of the hardest boosts or hardest bombs there are in this game. I find that diagonal top boost into the top pipe.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do it. Definitely. It's rough.
And Legion of Boom uses the same move that Bonaparte was using to get out of base. And now he's ahead of 2. And one of the chasers spikes himself. But Mr. Bagnums manages to take care of the rest. And Retro is kind of stuck in base by El Sacco.
Oh, that was a mistake there by Berg. Should have left that bomb for his...
Maybe a bit of a lack of communication there.
Yeah.
And El Sacco can't seem to get the return. Right as I say that, though, he manages to get the gate button, but somehow dies. And now Bongo's out safely.
Yeah, Baggins needs to come out and try and get him. I don't know why he was in base for so long.
I like these situations where you see both flags out of base.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see how teams decide to play it, especially when there are tag pros involved, and both teams had a tag pro.
Oh.
Now we can see it's 1v1 with Bongo. If he beats El Sacco, this is a cap. But Baggins bearing down on him, he's going to have to make a move soon, and opts not to take the boost. That's a bad choice in my mind, because now he was cornered by Mr. Baggins.
Yeah, definitely. I think he was trying to be patient and wait for his defense to get back, but they were nowhere to be seen.
It looks like there are no eyes on Retro right now, but it seems that they know he's top right now. And El Sacco just doesn't get the memo, doesn't go get that button, and Retro manages to get out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Quick micro jukes by Retro on El Sacco. Good stuff. He's going to pick up that juke juice mid. And,
it's going to help him out.
Just going to take good jukes to get out of this situation.
Oh. That was... Oh,
burn!
So many
That was so clutch. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that was a bomb. Things happening all in the same, all in the span of a couple seconds.
That's why somehow Retro manages to juke around everybody, and Berg just swoops in for that sneaky grab to prevent the cap. Good job, Berg. Also, good job, Retro. Those are some pretty sick jukes.
And he won that tag pro too in the other team's base.
And Mr. Baggins trying to play that regrab, but Bongo's having none of it, reading the play the whole way. And it looks like both teams are going to reset power-ups spawning pretty soon, so it'll be interesting to see who decides to go for them.
Obviously not Boner Fart.
Oh, he might be going for base power-up, which is could be powerful if he manages to steal it, although he looks like he's going to grab 1v2. Maybe not the best decision on GeoKoala.
Yeah, definitely not.
Berg's going to get that juke juice. He'll go on top of his juke juice.
Oh, wow.
And he's going to stick on defense. Interesting. Oh, wait, no, offense. I'm sorry.
Nope. We
see Legion trying that top boost. He can't make it either. Gets returned.
I mean, that's one of the things I was thinking about for surprises that they could, I could be seeing. Oh, wow.
Boner fart. That was a perfect button guard. And Berg just trusted him all the way through. Perfect confidence. Manages to get him a cap. Score is now 2-0 in favor of the MakeBallives.
Oh, and now Boner fart with a nice bomb out. Stella's close to... Oh, no.
Stella plays the angles perfectly. Gets that return. Pythagorean theorem, or Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah, Boner got a little greedy, I want to say. He should have pulled back. See what we got here. See, if I was Boner, I'd be trying to go a little well, I would have tried to go a little closer to the bottom choke point.
And Bongo just uses his speed to carry him past Bonafart and Berg. Man, those jukes are nice jukes. Juking at speed like that is not easy, and he just made it happen. Are they gonna go for the kiss? Oh no!
Oh,
looks like it's gonna be a cap.
Yeah,
that was a clutch button by Mr. Baggins. Wow, lots of action this half. We're only halfway through the game, and the score is, there have already been 4 caps. That's as many as in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to point out a little hilarious of Baggins and Belsaco pushing, I think it was Boom, up top and then hitting the bomb, like right into the spikes. It was hilarious.
And Berg's out of base. Retro opts to grab, which probably will prove fatal. As Stella spikes herself mid, and Berg's in for his, what, 3rd cap of the game?
Something like that. Let me check the stats. Yeah, that's number 3.
Yeah, Berg is on 3 caps. Bongo and Bonafart have the 2 other caps, with Bonafart carrying more than any other player right now with a minute 16 hold. Retro not far behind with 1 minute 7.
Yeah,
and on defense, Stella is just destroying with 8 returns.
Yeah.
And as we speak, Retro and Bonafart get out of base. And
let's see what happens. Red team's ready for that regrab immediately. Oh, Belsaco.
With the tag regarding him, that might be a cap. Bad timing.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say it's interesting how Berg has, I guess, 3 caps, but only 35 seconds of hold, whereas Boner has a minute 30 of hold, but only 1 cap.
We've seen lots of his caps come from those bomb plays, and so he obviously practiced those, and lots of them have been off of regrabs, and his team's been just so good at efficiently guarding both buttons to give him the caps. And Stella and Bongo just push the defender into the spikes, and that, I was going to say, that might have helped Legion get that cap, but he dies mid before he can even get to base.
Right.
And Legion getting a bit pissed against his teammate Retro in the team chat.
Oh, wow, Retro, oh.
Tensions are flaring. Retro stuck mid. Bongo and Stella, that's a hard one to grab.
Legion's not even trying to get button for him either. Maybe a little revenge play there by Legion.
That's not a smart idea if it is indeed a revenge play. Because right now they need 3 caps in the last 2-minute shift if they want to salvage this game. We know they can get quick caps. They've done it in the first half, but it's going to take a big effort if they want to.
Yeah.
Legion of Boom with the clutch button. Because that was a nice return cap if he managed to make it out of the gate.
Oh. Let's see if, and Retro comes in with a TagPro now. Let's see if, oh wait, no, because there's not that much time left on it, is there? Correct. I was correct. As I say that, it's just disappears.
BAllstar is actually a psychic.
Yeah, did you guys
know? Those people who didn't know. Like, he just knows.
I know everything about everything.
Oh, Legion, using that Jug Juice to his advantage, manages to get a sneaky grab between the 2 defenders. And Bongo's gonna bomb Berg out of the way. Unfortunately, he kills himself in the process, and Berg's there for the return.
Yep. Let's see how Retro chooses to play this. That's got to be communication right there. Is he wanted to go top, and his team probably just told him no. That's just a horrible idea. They're all in base.
And speaking of smart decisions, Bonafart going for the kiss with 1 minute left might as well just prevent any team from capping at this point.
Right.
All they need is to hang on with a 3-cap buffer.
Yeah.
This might be. It's looking like it's going to be a win for the MakeBallives. They're 9th of the season out of 11 games.
Yeah. Baggins has had a lot of TagPros, I think, hasn't he? Yeah, look at that. 15 tags.
Yeah, well, that's this map is really important because of all the choke points. It's important to get those power-ups, because if you get a TagPro, this might be one of the most important maps to get TagPros. And with the gates in base, if you can guard those buttons, that makes for a really nice cap. And Legion of Boom, using Dino strats, he's typing I'm lagging in the team chat.
Yeah.
With 16 seconds left, it doesn't really matter, because in the end it's mathematically impossible for Tag Reflex to get that win. He's able to pull 1 cap back, but
not 5.
With absolute turtle strats by the MakeBallives, they just hold on for a 4-1 win this half, and overall a 6-3 win to secure the first game of the series.
Right, so obviously blue team managed to rally a lot better, as we saw, the teams were tied last half. Well, last game. Yeah, last half.
I'd say it seemed almost, if you look at the whole time, it seemed almost like Tag Reflex was leading the play, but just couldn't make anything happen. They couldn't finish off their plays, whereas MakeBallives, they had considerably less hold, but every time they had the flag, they were a threat for a cap. And we saw, what was it, Berg, he managed to get something like 3 caps out of 40 seconds hold time, which is an impressive ratio.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see if they switch things up for their game too.
If I were Nads and Fez, I'd be looking to maybe introduce more offensive creativity. It looked like Legion of Boom might have been lagging a bit, and also I might switch up defense, see if I can get a combo that can keep the flag in base a bit longer, because as well as Bongo and Cell have been playing, they've been letting the flag out a lot, and that's something crucial in Duo you don't want to let happen.
Yeah, definitely. Do we know if Game 2 is being played on the same server?
I believe it is. Let me check. Yeah, sources say that Game 2 will also be played on Origin, so any lag issues for Legion of Boom will be persistent.
Yeah. I don't know. I know personally I've been getting a little bit of loss in the node right before Origin for the past couple days. It's pretty frustrating because it doesn't show up on the screen as an actual loss percentage, but you can just feel the sluggishness of it.
Yeah. Origin's been pretty problematic lately for me too. I know in our MLTP game it was supposed to be played on Origin, but almost our whole team was lagging on Origin, so we had to play it on Pi instead.
Yeah.
Probably lots of players on the server these days with school over.
Yeah. Well, I think they might be trying to sub Bonsai in.
That would make sense. It looks like they're going to take out Retro, which is an interesting decision. I thought Retro was the better of the two attackers that game. Legion of Boom has been absolutely dominant for his team this season with NLTP, but Retro just had the hold time down there. He seemed to be able to keep the flag when he had it, and was making some smart plays with power-ups as well. But he's going to have to watch from the bench this half.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I don't like about being a captain, is making tough decisions. And like choosing which players go in your lineup is always a little hard, because I don't know, you build a little bit of a bond with your team, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to make anybody disappointed, but at the same time you want to try and field the strongest team possible.
Yeah, it's a bit different in NLTP though, concerning that the captain cannot play. I mean, you've been one of the most flexible captains in that you actually switch to D to have the best possible roster on the field. Whereas the captain here really has to just, pick a handful of players and have them play.
Yeah,
but you do get the same conflict.
Yeah, I was unaware that the captains couldn't play. I mean, I guess it would make sense because
actually,
I know
that's not quite true, but I know that some captains are on their team, but in this case, the captains, I believe, are MLTP players.
Right, I know you just said Just Nads and
Fez are the captains of Tag.
Yeah, Just Nads and Feds. So
I'm
obviously,
not quite sure who's in charge of the MakeBallives, though. I'll go check if there are any names I recognize. L. Wayne is in charge of the MakeBallives, I've been told.
And he's minor league, I think.
I think so too. Regardless, he's not playing himself, so chances are he's probably not eligible, because I know he's a good player and he probably would be playing himself if he could.
Oh yeah, looks like blue team put in Football Joe too. Who'd they sub out? Oh wait, no, that was who they put in. Is that Bonsai then?
That could be. Yeah, I don't know. We can't see if the name's verified or not. No, Bonsai is on. So let's get everything straight.
Teams made a sub out.
Yeah, Tag Reflex took out Retro. They brought in Football Joe, and the MakeBallives, they took out Burke, or what was that his name? Berg, and brought in Bonsai.
Was Bergy or Bergy?
Let's see. Berg is Berg.
Bergy is Berg, yeah. Because I know I'm actually looking through some NLTP players to try and get some some offense for my minor league team.
So this commentating opportunity doubles as a scouting opportunity.
Yeah, I was just about to say people actually put forward the names of Bonerfart and Bergieberg.
Yeah, Bergieberg was the first pick of his team, so it's interesting to see that they're putting him on the bench for this half. But both teams subbing in a new offensive player. Let's see how this changes the dynamics on this map. The offense is really crucial.
And especially offensive D, right? Having a guy in their base is super important.
I found offensive D so far to be pretty lacking in that when MakeBallives make their way to base, it's often clear. Oftentimes it's been just thanks to a TagPro in their base or something. But we'll see how things change this half.
Alright, let's see if Bonsai chooses the risky fuck it route. He just hits that bomb into the other team's base.
Yeah, he has the lineup for it, decided not to. No. And with no TagPro spawn, it's almost all juke juices. So we'll see how that works out.
Bonsai messes up the bottom boost too. Yeah, I mean that's the strategy, right? As long as the other team doesn't have it, who cares what you have?
So that's a bit unlucky for Tag Reflex in that they did get 3 of the 4 power-ups, but one guy got a double of the same, so that didn't really give him any added advantage.
Oh.
And players struggling with that bottom boost so far.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. You really want to try and hit it as almost like a 45-degree angle if you're trying to do what they're doing.
Wow, and I think I just saw why Bonsai was subbed in with that perfect bomb through top. Fortunately for Tag Reflex, their flight carrier has enough awareness to get that kiss before he dies. Which is a very
there we go. I don't like how we can't see degrees when we're zoomed out. Because I was going to make a comment that I remember Bonsai from just public games.
Yeah, he does have 106 degrees, so he has been playing a lot of pubs. I think that's in the order of multiple thousands of games, depending on his win rate.
Right. Trying to get around 2 guys, and now his juke juice runs away, so that just makes things even harder.
And for Tag Reflex, Bongo decided not to lead Legion of Boom, or Legion of Boom opted to not go into the TagPro lead, which could have been a cap, but right now it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's still possible if they can get a solid block,
but they
didn't.
They can't, and Legion of Boom fails to get that cap.
Oh, Bongo's got a nice bomb out though, but couldn't make anything of it.
Yeah. Lots of action so far. Flag carriers have been pretty good about bringing Flag back to base, just can't seem to be able to seal the deal with the score still 0-0 after 2 minutes.
Yeah, lots of back and forth close plays. You can see blue team's already waiting for power-ups. Red team was just sort of sitting around.
Yeah, I think just Nads and Fez really drilled in the whole power-up control, because that's kind of what cost them in the first couple laps.
Perfect opportunity.
And Legion capitalized on that rolling bomb.
No. See, that's an opportunity where oh wow, I was about to say he should have been a little more like gung-ho about it, but I guess patience did work out well for him.
Yeah, he got quite lucky there with the gate tagging its chaser right before he got the return, but I think he should just have confidence in his teammates, because by then, if you turn back, you're dead in 99% of the cases. He did, however, manage to skillfully get that cap, so good job. Score is now 1-0 for Tag Reflex.
And now Legion's out again.
And let's keep in mind, this is our first lead of the whole series.
Bonsai. Oh wow.
El Sacco. Marvelous bomb return.
Yeah. Oh. We're close to another round of power-ups, it looks like.
Yeah, and Footbot 11 Joe manages to get that TagPro in base, and I'm shamelessly going to call him that for the rest of the series.
Footbot?
Football 11.
Oh, okay. Nah, just call him Soccer.
Sure. Soccer Joey.
Soccer Joe.
Although he's probably referencing American football.
Yeah, Joe is a very American name.
And this is an American server.
True. I've met I don't want to call them weeaboos because I know that's a different culture thing, but they're basically weeaboos for like Europe, right? So who knows?
And As Bongo gets the gate return, Legion of Boom is in for his second cap of the game. They take a 2-0 lead over the MakeBallives.
Oh, almost had the a second way out there, but Bonsai had a pretty nice double return with the button.
Yeah, Legion of Boom again making his way out of base for that second cap. He seems to be too much of a threat for the MakeBallives defense to contain. Is he going to go for that TagPro lead? Doesn't look like it. Bongo does have a rolling bomb though, so that might help him in the end.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Bonsai, really risky play, leaving defense because he had a bomb, but as he was gone...
And if Legion takes this bomb, that could have been the return he needed.
Oh, wow. This
Instead, Bonafarte's going to get his own tag, and that leads to a cap. Well, Bonafarte really did well there.
Yeah, I guess that temporary 3-0 strats did work out okay. I was going to say it seemed like a really bad idea because the offense came in with a TagPro and a rolling bomb. Well, versus one defender, right?
Yeah.
So I'm actually surprised at that outcome.
Well, now the score, their lead has been halved. Score is 2-1 in favor of Tag Reflex. And with 5 minutes left, there's lots of action left to be played.
It's I was gonna say, it's a lot of times in game it's really hard to make sort of adjustments, right? But we'll see if either team will do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if every player has a mic right now because I've been seeing Mr. Baggins and Legion of Boom using the chat a lot. And Bonsai, great jukes to get out of base, uses that juke juice perfectly. Unfortunately, both Stella and Bongo get ahead of him. Although Stella just hits that bomb, I think the bomb respawned right as she hit it. Gets her into the gate, but Football 11 Joe manages to get the return in time.
Oh wow, Bonafarte picking the wrong direction to go.
And El Sacco, Mr. Baggins, getting the blocks in, but not quite good enough to keep them from getting the return.
Yeah, well, I was going to say they were both blocking bottom, and he went in the direction that they were blocking them towards, right?
Yeah, maybe a bit of lack of communication there. And as we're talking about blocks, Bongo tried to block for that button and almost succeeded, but I think El Sacco managed to get that button tag at the very last second. That could have been a cap for Tag Reflex if they made it through. So good job, El Sacco.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna say Legion probably doesn't have a mic if he has to type out get mid. That could that's probably not pretty much of a hindrance, right? I know Puff's a super good player on my team, but he started the season without a mic, and I knew he was a risk playing major leagues until he actually got one, because he's definitely good enough to hang with major league offensive players, but without a mic, it's just not good enough, right?
Yeah,
communication
you can
is
hear
so
your players,
crucial.
you can't talk to them. And as we're saying that, Bonsai manages to wrestle a TagPro away from both Stella and Football 11 Joe. So that's impressive right there.
Yeah.
Although if you do get in the corner right there, and then Bonsai!
Bonsai
Gets the perfect bounces, and will he make his way through the gate? Yes, he does.
Oh, Legion choosing to flash it instead of getting the button too.
Drops the ball on that one. Looks like, again, lack of communication, where he didn't seem to realize they were coming top, and by the time he realized, he'd already committed to the grab.
Yeah.
So the score is now tied with 2 minutes left. It's looking a lot like the first half of game one.
Yep.
With that one team racing to a 2-0 lead and then just having it cut back. Bonsai might be in for a second cap, although Bongo does have a TagPro in base. And
there we go.
Legion makes what I would call a risky grab. In that situation, I would not grab, but he does make it out of base. And if he can juke Bonafarte and his team can get a return for him.
I mean, I would debate about whether or not it was a risky play. I thought it was somewhat of a smart play. I guess I wasn't happy with the way they performed it, but having a TagPro on offense, TagPro and another player on offense is normally okay, just grab and go for it. And it's one of those opportunities where, okay, the best form of defense is I have the flag and I'm on the other side of the map.
And throughout our whole discussion, we've seen Legion of Boom absolutely juke out of their pants 2 MakeBallives players and get that rolling bomb, some good power control. Both flag carriers actually had rolling bomb, but Mr. Baggins couldn't make it count as he gets the turn in Legion of Boom for his 3rd cap of the game.
Yeah.
Dominating right now.
He's proven us wrong, saying who needs a mic.
I've seen him absolutely wreck other teams in NLTP as well, so I'm not exactly surprised he's doing this well, but unfortunately, he can't quite get that top gate. It looked like they had the set play down, though. They were going to go for the gate, and the TagPro was going to keep that button.
Yeah.
But defense really did well to read that and managed to get that tag with it, kind of a noob spike situation. Oh, and both Stella and Football 11 Joe commit to the juke. Bonaparte's in for the regrab.
Yeah, but Legion's in the choke point. I'm not sure why he's backing. Oh,
Bonaparte gets the double.
Oh, wow.
Gets the double crossover.
Yeah,
but
it was definitely
catches up.
Missed opportunity there by Bonaparte.
He almost had him, though. Those are the most impressive jukes.
Yeah.
Stella just catches OD in time, and now it's a 2v1 scenario, but with 2 seconds left. The score is going to remain 3-2 in favor of Tag Reflex, who take their first win in terms of halves so far. Leading the way with 3 caps out of almost 2 minutes hold time, which is more than anyone else. Bonsai also doing very well with 5 seconds less than Legion in hold time. Also gets one of his team's 2 caps.
Well, to be clear, that's actually 6 seconds, but you know, I'll forgive you.
Did I say 5?
Yeah, you said 5.
I completely suck at math. I thought 5 minus, or 45 minus 39 was 5.
Yeah, that's not the case.
Oh well, I guess I'll stop commentating now. Sorry, guys.
All right, Legion's gonna go rethink his life a little bit.
Just give me 5 seconds. I mean 6.
Looks like Waggles wants to be subbed in, begging to be released. Can we get a hashtag free Waggles in the chat?
Raise your Waggles.
Yeah, raise your Waggles. No hashtag free Waggles. Oh, somebody's actually watching us now? Do you mean that previously nobody was watching us? Oh no, Twitch has that follow feature, right?
What exactly is the follow feature?
It'll email you whenever they start streaming.
Huh.
And I think there's some others. Yeah, it's like a subscriber basically on YouTube, but for Twitch.
Do we have any viewer statistics right now for the stream? How many people are we boring to death?
Like 20. Wow. And only 5 of those are me and my mom.
You mean 6?
No, I mean 5.
Oh, yeah, you can count.
Yeah, I'm the guy with math skills.
So far, I thought the first half was a pretty dominating performance by Tag Reflex. The MakeBallives managed to get 2 caps, but I thought Tag Reflex had the flag out of base a lot more.
My math skills joke completely tanked. People were just like, no, that's too terrible. You gotta stop.
Are you reading the Twitch chat?
No, I'm reading Nqoba chat.
Half our viewers are gone.
Oh, and Waggles just disconnected from Mumble.
Waggles was freed from Mumble, but not freed from the spectating spot.
Yeah.
Let's all pray for Waggles.
Is he still spectating?
That's possible.
Who knows? Maybe there'll be a sudden lag out, And they'll call for Waggles mid-game.
And
Oh,
Waggles
no,
will let
Waggles
him
just
down
left
like his team let him down. Okay, so let's look at the power-ups right now. Each team gets a rolling bomb in base, Juke Juice bottom, and TagPro mid. The real race will be for who gets the TagPro first.
Yeah, I'm gonna say El Sacco. I just think he has the best spawn for it. Oh, he doesn't go for it
Not
though.
to go for it.
Bird.
Neither does El.
Wrong player, but right team, I guess.
I'm getting some pretty conservative lag.
Oh, yeah, Berg's back on offense. Berg and Bonsai. Looks like the other team kept their lineup.
Yeah, with Football 11 Joe doing well in the first half win for the Tag Reflex. And Berg with that bomb again. He's really good with that center bomb. And Bongo just misses the flag in what could have been a pretty easy grab right there.
Yeah, see, if I were El Sacco and I got bombed into the middle, I normally just like to go straight offense and make a dumb cap. I mean, dumb grab, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think sometimes it's good enough to make a dumb grab just to shake things up, make defense move around a little bit. And
Bongo
then
manages to grab Juke Juice mid. Legion also gets Juke Juice, so you get a double Juke Juice offense. That's powerful because now you don't know who's going to grab.
Right. But it's just that much harder to track them down when they do grab.
Yeah.
Blue team temporary 3 defense to try and hold him down though, and I think it worked out pretty well. I think Legion's trying to wait for that side bomb. He saw top go, so now he's just waiting for it.
Now Bonsai waits on that bomb and manages to make it past selling football, but he's now back in base. Gonna go top. Gonna go for the regrab.
Berg waiting
on
for
that
the
flag
side
because
bomb.
he knew
but
that
it's-
gate was
Oh
gonna be
wow!
taken.
I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not, but it worked out pretty well for him. Oh, and
Legion bombs
makes
out
a
to go
very
block,
not
and
smart
this is going to be
play.
the first half of the half. Scores 1-0 for the MakeBallives. That score is now tied on aggregate.
Yeah.
3-3.
Oh, Legion is saying bombed me into it. He's saying I didn't mean to make that grab. Don't blame me.
Berg and Bonsai with some good coordination with 2 Juke Juice power-ups. Berg's going to go top. Bonsai's going to get that regrab,
wow.
and he has to get out of base, otherwise it's a cap. And now tables have turned. Bongo dies in the gate, and
Yeah, I was gonna
there's
say.
only Football 11 Joe to block. He gets that
Football,
bank boost. That's a second cap.
Really big missed opportunity by football. Had he gotten the button, that would have been a cap for, I think, Legion maybe? Probably
I
not
think
Legion.
it was Bongo, who had the
yeah.
flag. But I'm not sure if it would have been a cap, because seeing as how
Yeah, he did
the
make
blue
it out
flag
of
carrier
base.
was out of base as well. It just would have prevented the cap, that's for sure. Because now the MakeBallives are in the lead in this game, 4-3 on aggregate.
Yeah.
Bonsai with a nice bomb grab, bombs against that ledge, kills Football Joe, but can't seem to survive. In the meantime, Berg gets a crazy snipe, very risky snipe, but pulls it off correctly.
Oh, come
Who's the
on,
last
that's,
hope?
that's your best snipe.
Yeah,
Sphero is on your team, bro. You gotta shout it out.
you have to embrace the snipe.
Yeah. You gotta get all high pitched and nasally.
Legion makes his way past the TagPro. He has Juke Juice, but he just runs into him right as the TagPro is about to run out. Berg with a nice grab, but can he juke his way past? Oh,
No.
he almost did. Stella was there for the return, though. Lack of communication by Football and Stella, though. As Stella goes for the button and Football was there to cover him already.
Stella manages to catch up though. I'm not sure how. I thought he was away for sure, but that was a very nice angles, I guess.
Yeah, Stella, she just knows her angles so well. We've seen it earlier in the last game as well. And Football Joe just blasts Berg in, and that might be a cap if Bongo doesn't get that button, but he does. He gets that button. I thought he seemed to be going a bit slowly for that button, but he got it in the end. That's all that matters. Bonsai steals a TagPro in Tag Reflex's base.
And Berg's got a bomb in from mid.
And, Stella out of position, decides to come back. Bonsai's going to cover top button, but Legion and Boom's got their button, so he's just going to have to wait on that TagPro to run out. If I were one of those players, I would go in and hit the TagPro into the spike.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd try and suicide myself into it. Or at least, not even with the TagPro, but with the bomb too, you can do that sometimes.
Oh, Berg jukes out Stella in the 3 wide spot. Oh my
Wide
god.
spot. Makes it by football. I think football was like, he hesitated trying to get the button or not.
Bongo's there for the regrab, so it's not going to be sure cap if Legion of Boom's returned. And actually, it looks like Legion of Boom might have a better chance of scoring, although Bongo does get the perfect bomb regrab. If he makes it through this gate, this might be a cap. Stella misses the return, and Bonsai's out as well. Lots of instances this half where both flag carriers have been out at the same time.
Oh, what? Oh, my stream sort of just spazzed.
I don't know quite what happened either. It seems like, who was it? Bonsai got returned in a very odd fashion right there.
Yeah.
And Bongo makes his way past 2, past 3, and he gets the cap. Wow, Bongo with the jukes.
It's a tied game now, right?
Yeah, it is. And he plays defense usually, but that was a beautiful offensive play. Showing some great flair. And Legion gets the clutch grab right before the cap. It looked like El Sacco had it secured, but Legion was there to get the...
Oh,
and now
about this
could be clutch. Oh,
Bongo with another nice play.
The second time we see Bongo get that button at the last second to prevent a cap, that's huge. Now Stella has football back, but I would wait behind that boost if I were her.
Yeah, you definitely got to wait behind the boost. I think she was torn between, like, waiting at the boost and then coming down for the choke. And she just started to come for the choke, and then obviously that was a bad decision.
And Bonsai grabs Juke Juice in red base. Can't make his way past Football Joe, though. Football 11 Joe, I mean.
Yeah,
obviously.
Berg's waiting for mid power up. Bonsai narrowly grabs bottom power up. Refreshes his Juke Juice.
Kind of a stalemate right now, with both teams tied, waiting on the mid power up. It's been quite delayed. Berg ends up getting it with a good bomb.
And it's a Juke Juice too. That's always sort of the disappointment, right? When you spend so long waiting for it.
Speaking of disappointment, Football and Stella must be disappointed they didn't cover that. Bonsai with a beautiful bomb out. If I were Bonsai right now, I'd pull them all into the corner and die so the Berg can get that quick regrab, but it doesn't look like they had that communication going.
Yeah, no. Very greedy play by Bonsai, I'd say.
Or maybe just a lack of communication. I mean,
yeah, true.
Maybe that's not what they were looking to do either.
I don't know. I mean, I want to say at some point it's about awareness, right? Players should know where everyone on the map is, but on both teams. And if you know your teammates wait like in base and you saw the bomb spawn.
Yeah, Bonsai didn't really have any way of knowing that Berg was on the regrab though. Or that well placed with the bomb. And Legion, with the flag we saw earlier, he grabbed the TagPro with the flag, which some might not think is a good idea, but I absolutely endorse it. I think TagPro at this point in the game is more important, especially on this map, than having the flag. Unfortunately, runs out before he can get back to base, so in the end, it didn't really make much of a difference. But Bongo jukes out Mr. Baggins and El Sacco. It looks like he's playing defense this game. Oh wait, he was playing defense last half.
Yeah, I think you meant to say offense. Possibly.
Offense, yeah, sorry, that's what I meant.
I don't know
if they get a return, this might be a cap. But Berg makes his way out, and now he's ahead of 3 with only Legion of Boom to beat.
Oh no! If I was I was gonna say if I was Bongo, would have been smarter to flee base and try to stay alive.
Legion, what are you doing, Legion? Berg can get that button. That's something you can do as a flag carrier.
I've seen Legion get caught up along the corners of base a lot whenever he's trying to get out. I'm wondering if it's intentional or not, because it doesn't seem to be like a smart move, but he hasn't been bit by it that much either.
Then again, he has demonstrated great ball control, especially right there with his jukes. Manages to make his way around, can't remember which player on blue it was, but he had some pretty sick moves right there.
Yep. Here's what. Bongo choosing to stay in base still. I mean, like I said earlier, I think he should be bailing out of base. A lot of times if it's not safe on offense, you don't want to stick around. You want to just have some room in between you and the defense that's trying to return on you.
And with 47 seconds left, I'd say probably the next cap will win it.
Yeah.
If I were Bonsai right away, if he can bomb his way. See if he had the top bomb set.
Wow.
He actually misses the bottom bomb as well, and now Legion has the flag. He's ahead of 4.
All 4 beat.
Holy crap.
Bongo's
that looks like it's going to be a cap or tag reflex.
Oh,
Bonsai spikes mid. That was their last hope.
That was their last chance.
With 20
Unless they
seconds
can
left,
get
Tag Reflex takes the lead, 5-4 in aggregate.
If they can get one quick in, it'll be good. Is the bomb spawning still? When is that bomb up? Do you know?
I do not know, but Berg seems to know. It was spawning soon, but
not enough time left.
What a finish.
Wow, what a finish.
Tag Reflex tying the game up 2-2 with, 21 seconds left to secure the win and secure the split against the best team in the division.
Yeah, good on them.
And it looks like with 3 players from the MakeBallives topping the scoreboard, and they must be disappointed they couldn't get more out of this half.
Well, El Sacco is probably pretty disappointed as well.
With 2 players with a total of 3 minutes 24 of hold time?
Yeah.
That's a lot of hold time to only get 2 caps out of, seeing as they were so efficient earlier.
Yeah, definitely.
But in the end, remains a split with MakeBallives and Tag Reflex getting 1 win each out of this series in what was definitely a thrilling set of games.
Right, that's always something incredibly sort of bitter, right? When you're happy you won, but you think you could have gotten the sweep instead of the split.
And who would you say would be the player to watch, or was the player to watch for both teams there?
I don't know. I want to say Bonsai a little bit, because it definitely seemed like he was huge whenever his team subbed him in. He definitely made a huge impact. And then Bongo for the other side, several caps. I don't know.
I was going to say Bongo for Tag Reflex as well. He had, as you said, he had some great caps, some great jukes, but also some really good last-second returns.
Yeah.
I think he showed a dominating performance. I'd actually name him the ball of the game if I had a choice. The most valuable player, if you will.
No, it's called the most valuable.
Is that what Nqoba TV calls it?
No, that's what I call it, and it's what it should be called.
I think another network uses that already. It might be patented. It might be
like
not
that.
patented, but copyrighted.
No, that's dumb.
So the most valuable will be Bongo, named by us two. Actually, what do Nqoba TV watchers think? What do the people say?
Check out the chat. Was kind of a tie, lol. Each one. Go MakeBallives. 5 minutes left. Sup boner fart. But that was Nqoba that said that. So it looks like our viewers don't care. None of these 13 people care enough to vote. So let's bring in Bongo. I can actually just drag him up. Do you want me to just drag him in?
Great.
He's got no idea what's coming for him. Except I don't really know where the streamer rooms are. Oh, here we are. Shazam, Bongo, you're on the stream right now. You've been voted most valuable
by the commentators of the stream.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh shit.
Congrats on that last second win in game 2. That was with 20 seconds left, you guys secured it. What do you think was the game changer for you guys in game 2?
Well, let's see. What were the changes? Oh yeah, Football Joe came for defense, and then I moved on to offense. And the biggest thing is that Legion didn't have a mic, so whoever was on offense with him had to communicate like where he was going.
Yeah.
And so, like, we needed someone else on offense who was more vocal. And I think that may have been the difference. And Football Joe just really stepped up in that half. Played really good defense, I think.
He did. Football Joe really subbed in well for you. And you had the jukes as well. On offense, we saw you juke your way across the past 3 guys. You had the speed jukes down. You were just what's called a straight line juke, getting past everybody. But we also saw your defensive awareness showing when you got a couple last second returns. What was your main focus that game? Was it offensive defense? Were you trying to help Legion get the caps, or were you trying to cap yourself?
I think I was mostly trying to just like use the bombs to like whoever could possibly use them the best. So just take advantage of the bombs as much as possible.
Agreed. We were talking for the game, and we seemed to agree that the bombs were the central feature of this map. The team that mastered the bombs could get the win. And power-ups are also pretty important. In game 1, MakeBallives seemed to have better control. What do you think of game 2?
I think we definitely lost focus of the power-ups compared to game 1, because Retro, that was his, he's really good at calling out power-ups. And since I'm mostly defensive player, I'm not, especially on Geo, I'm not as used to going down and calling up the mid power-ups and the bomb timers. So, there's still a little bit of an adjustment issue going from defense to offense as far as communication goes.
Well, congratulations on this split. I know this is the best team in the division you were playing, and so you must feel pretty good about getting that split against them.
Oh yeah, feels great. Legion's last cap, that just felt so good.
How was it in the channel when he capped?
It was actually pretty quiet.
Just focusing on getting that win.
Yeah.
Not choking in the last 21. Well, you guys.
Well, remember, he already said Legion doesn't have a mic, so he couldn't hear his little ecstasy.
Yeah, it was
Legion
more
was
of
just screaming on his chair, but nobody could hear it.
I was suddenly in their base, and I saw the 4 blue balls come up as he was going south, and I was just like, he's free, good button. So I was just shouting out.
If Legion of Boom is cheering, but his mic's off, is he really cheering? That's a philosophical question to ponder for the day. But regardless, congrats on the win, and good luck going forward.
Awesome, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Do we want to pull in somebody from the other team? Get their opinion on what they think went wrong, or are we good?
Looks like Nqoba is going to fetch a player from the MakeBallives who did get a pretty convincing win in game 1 and just missed out on the win in the second game.
Yeah.
Should be interesting to see their take on the events.
All right, get ready, everybody. We're getting in boner fart. All right, quickly though, oh, he's in here. What's up, boner fart? How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Not too badly. So your team split Tag Reflex, who are one of the more dominant teams in your division, but you were subbed out. Was it for the whole game too that you were out?
No, I played the first half of it. We just decided we have Bonsai and Bergie and I are all pretty good, so we just decided that we would do 10 minutes out for each of us to get Bonsai a full game in.
That's nice. I know that for you managed to get lots of caps in the games that you were playing, and you seem to be playing pretty well. What did you think the game changer was for game 1 that helped you guys win?
Game 1, I feel like what we did well is we utilized top. I feel like it's pretty underused in Koala because I feel like as the offensive, the support player, I think it's pretty easy to hold that button if there's no power-ups, just long enough to get the guy through. And I know that Bergie went through, I think, twice in that game to cap from the top.
Yeah, he did really well, and we noticed that you guys were using top a lot. We commented on how little hold time Berg had for his 3 caps in one of the halves.
And
that was
thanks to that in the channel.
Using top really effectively. You guys were getting those button blocks so well. And what do you think went wrong in game 2?
Game 2, I think it was well fought. It was tied, and I think just at the very end we had looked like just like a couple bad grabs right when they grabbed, and it was just 4 behind, and it was just 1 cap different. Yeah,
a bit of bad timing right there. But overall, you guys seem to play very well. You seem to gel really well as a team, and that's going to look good for you guys going forward.
Yeah, we were definitely excited because this was the first top team that we had played all year. We hadn't played them, we hadn't played ODB, we hadn't played Nevermore's. So we were just excited to kind of a barometer to see how good we actually were to play a team that we thought was really good. Yeah, and getting the split, especially in the fashion you did, must be a pretty good morale booster. And considering I think you can clinch a playoff spot next week. So that should be pretty big for you guys. Oh, that's exciting. How many points do we need? Just a tie? Or do we need a win?
I'm pretty sure that this week, if you guys swept and the worst team was swept, you would have clinched. So I'm guessing next week you'd need one win at least to sweep.
Well, that's pretty exciting, but we got bigger plans than the playoffs, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Planning to be suddenly subbed onto the Super Bowl Major League winning team?
No, I think we actually talked about this as a team, and I think a few of our players have actually been offered promotions, but I don't think anyone's going to be going up this season for us.
All right, hold on. Let me just cross you off my list then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know it. I was actually talking about it earlier. I'm actually looking for NLTP offense, and you were on the list because you'd come highly recommended.
It's just we're so far into the year, and it's like we're gonna have another season in I don't know how long the break is even between the seasons. So like I just feel like it's best just play out this year with the team that you have, and then just go from there.
No, I mean that's entirely understandable.
That's the kind of loyalty that I'm sure your teammates will love to hear.
Yeah.
Anyway, congratulations on the first win and on the last second disappointment. But congrats on the split, and good luck going forward.
We'll definitely take it. We won cap differential, and that's all that counts.
Do you want to hear what your catchphrase was?
Yeah, I still don't know. What was the catchphrase?
All right, it goes a little something like this. Are you ready?
I'm so excited.
Every time.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna start doing that in the channel every time.
Oh my god. And Nqoba TV exclusive Boner Farts catchphrase. And we just have to imagine the boner, I guess. Anyway, thanks for sticking with us, viewers, and thanks for watching a very exciting match between two of the best teams in the division. We're looking forward to seeing you guys next week on Nqoba TV.
Yeah.